Yes, rolling sound.
Sound is loading, I've got that. Okay,
Yes, sir.
you can call it.
Yes, you need to call it, bro.
Right.
Okay.
This is putting on switch. Episode continues, bro. That's all we do.
Yes, sir.
We clap on.
Danko. All right, all right, all right, all right. There we go. It is what it is. It's your boy DJ Switch in the place to be. And I was supposed to be recording. Oh, can we start now? Oh, okay, that's what I thought. Okay. It's your boy DJ Switch, the mixtape king. Brrr. You know what it is, and we are definitely back with another video, just like Slick Talk says. And we're gonna take it all the way to the East Coast. But we got the woman in power in the building. And make sure you like, subscribe, and drop some comments. And let us know who you want to be on the show. If it's a brand new artist, managers, labels, I gotta repeat myself. I gotta tell you about it. Designer, clothing labels, whatever it may be. If they're up and coming, this is the platform, and that is Put Me on Switch. Hit us up on our social media, on our Instagram, and of course, make sure you subscribe to DJ Switch at DJ Switch SA. And man, I'm just super excited. We're going into a new season. The vibe is lit. Shout out to 1430 in the building. Yo, you gotta get some of that, man. You get me? You feel me? Wagwan. Yeah, that's my intro. And we have none other than StaticFlo in the building. What's up?
I'm good, how are you?
No, you cannot be nervous right now. You cannot be nervous. It's a long time.
No,
You gotta
it's all
represent what? Gqeberha.
Yo, Gqeberha.
Gqeberha, you know. Hey. What it do, yo?
Yeah, I'm good. Queen of the East is fine. Yeah, it is what it is.
The Queen of the East. Is that what it's about?
Yeah, I'm StaticFlo, the Queen of the East. Obviously, Eastern Cape, Gqeberha, shout out. It is what it is. It's your girl, dressed by Don Hoodies, Temple of Skills.
That's that punt right there. You know what I mean? She gets straight to the point. All right. So, I like, having the females out here. I feel like this year, females are rapping hard, right? And, the journey has been always, this is a male-dominant industry. And, your guys have just been fighting for your place. But I think it's been looking good, and I mean, there's not, necessary for you to fight for your place, but it's just been, it's healthy. We've got a balance right now of, females really representing in this culture, in this sport. What's the journey been like for you?
Well, I wouldn't say I've been fighting for my spot. Well, I've always stayed in my lane, focused on my lane, did what I have to do. So I wouldn't say I've been fighting. I've been, obviously, doing what I have to do. Obviously finding my spot, right, in the hip-hop space. Starting out, I think I started 10 years back.
Yes.
So I guess I've been pushing to a point now I'm actually trying to put others on.
Oh, okay.
Hence the whole Women in Hip-Hop Eastern Cape movement.
I wanted to actually know about that, So, Women in Hip-Hop, that's obviously your foundation, right, organization?
Sure.
Cool, and what's the aim of it?
All right, so Women in Hip-Hop was established in 2020. Basically, me pushing, I felt like I need to give back as well. I'm seeing a whole lot of young female rappers experiencing a whole lot of things that I don't want to mention right now. But I think Women in Hip-Hop is more like an umbrella. Okay. Just a support structure for women, the young women in hip-hop. Yeah. Just to say, we are here to support you. Well, it consists of DJs, graffiti artists, rappers. We should be looking out for. Come on, drop some names, yo. We should be watching out that's coming out of Eastern Cape. So what we do is basically, essentially, right, it's that we do the event annually in August in Port Elizabeth. So we book all these different artists, which I've just mentioned. Yeah. So what we do, we just give them a platform. Because we know, obviously, I'm going to say this. In Port Elizabeth, we don't have an industry, right? Yo, trust me, I know. So it's one of those things where I feel like, okay, so I'm where I am, so I'm just going to look out for the next person, So what we do is we book these artists, we give them a platform, we give them support. If need be, if they need, there's interviews or whatever, we book them up. Yeah. That's dope. So that's what we do annually. So the aim for Women in Hip-Hop is just to support the young women, to give them a voice because they are very discouraged. Wow. So we give them a voice, right? And we give them platforms. Obviously, there's mental issues that are in place,
Yeah.
teenage pregnancy and all of that. So that's what we incorporate when it comes to women in hip hop. So it's basically an umbrella to support
Wow.
the up and coming female rappers.
Okay, check that out. Women in hip hop, and it's like a whole, it's a whole sort of hub, I would say. Helping up and coming artists as well. StaticFlo giving back. So, I know you've worked with. Well, you got signed to Reason the Mass. Oh, okay. Well, that's what
We
it
work
said.
together.
Oh, y'all work together.
We work together.
Is it Reason the Mass, Reason HD, Sizwe Alkaline?
I'm also very confused. Let's
No,
just stick to reason.
Because when I got the bio, it said like, oh, Reason the Mass. I'm like, damn, when last did you hear that name, the full name, Reason
I think-
4D, 3D, HD, yo, Alkaline, Sizwe. We don't know
It's a
anymore.
whole lot of names.
Yeah.
So we just worked on a song
Okay.
because I opened up for him when we were in Port Elizabeth.
Dope.
So we ended up doing a song called Mandela Bay.
Okay.
Went in studio. Instro was also part of that. So
Nice.
yeah.
Shout out to Instro the beat maker. He's also been doing his thing for Reason for a long time. They've been working
Yes.
together for a very, very long time. And we look at the situation that you're speaking about. You mentioned a lot of things like teenage pregnancy, mental health, all these things come into play. I mean, you've moved from Eastern Cape to Jersey, in obviously in light of building your brand, making it bigger,
Sure.
making it better. Why is that all the artists that come into Joburg? Why can't you start something and obviously women in hip hop is that sort of stepping stone, but why is it that the PR or the media is not big enough on the music industry?
Hence, I mentioned that where I come from, basically, we don't have an industry. So
Yeah.
I think you take it upon yourself as an individual to just go to the next side, like hop onto the next side and see what's happening there. Do you understand?
Right.
So there's only so much that you can do where you are. You understand? So obviously I have a company, I'm a co-owner of Temple of Skills, which is a company
Yeah.
that consists of obviously the music production and the clothing label and
Okay.
women in hip hop.
Yo, check out this foot right here. You know what I mean? That's what's up, right? I seen this. This is that. That shit is fire right
Yeah,
there.
so that is done hoodies, you know.
Okay.
So, so I'm pushing Temple of Skills, right? So I'm doing all these things. It's been
Yeah.
years now, but I think I just owed it to myself to just see how is it like how can I push this further in Johannesburg, you know?
Okay.
So that's hence I decided to just come through and be like, you know what? Let me just relocate and do this. Let's see how further I can push StaticFlo as a brand.
Right.
So yeah, there are hiccups. Obviously, there's a reason why we're here. We've sussed out situations, and
Yeah.
we've-
It's not easy, right?
not easy at all. So we're like, I owe it to myself to
Yeah.
just come here and just push the brand further, whether what the outcome is going to be. But obviously, I'm going to be positive and push.
And you moved to Joburg during the pandemic.
Not at all. I
Oh.
moved in Joburg, I think, on the 15th of January this year.
Oh, this year, right? Yeah, we're doing 2022. I'm just saying. But I mean, like, it's crazy though that people are coming out here and they're thinking it's easy. Just like we say, we make it look too easy.
Too easy.
Right? That when you get here, things are just gonna pop. It's gonna, it's gonna be like, I can just go to Mang Mang and and then get it right. But it's not that easy. On the show we've had, Trusted SLK, shout out, I know that's your girl. And we had Black Slim as well. And these guys have come out of Cape Town, representing the 021, but they're also getting they're on a mad hustle. Like everyone is just crazy. And the thing
No
is,
sleep.
literally, right? Because the thing is, when we get and let's say, us Joburgers go down to PE, it's like easy for us to just be like, yo, pick up the phone, call my brother Yakeem, right? Shout out to Yakeem.
Shout out to Kim.
Right? Shout out Yakeem. He's actually out on True FM. He actually put me onto you,
I
right?
remember.
And I did when I was doing my Black Friday mixtapes. And I was doing it during the pandemic, and I was putting out these mixtapes. And, that's how I heard of StaticFlo, And that's what got me excited. I'm like, damn, like, yo. And I just told him, like, yo, this girl's fire. You know what I mean? And now you're here, and now we're doing these things. But, I just love, that you're linking up with the right people, because you and Trusted are like in the same boat. You're both
Definitely.
fighting
Oh.
to get the job done.
For real.
Who are you working with right now in Joburg?
All right. So, as I mentioned, I just got Joburg. So
Yo, you should have been like, yo, I'm working with so and so and so because I already prepared before I got here. You know what I mean?
It was one of those things. Pack your bags and just go.
Really?
For real.
So what are you trying to achieve out here in Joburg, apart from just, we know the music is the number one thing, right? What is it gonna take for you to get out there? Because I mean, there's a lot of people watching. They also want to know, like, yo, man, if I make my move, what is it gonna be? Because maybe I can take some notes from, from StaticFlo. By the way, we're making a joke before we started shooting this. I was in a b-boy crew called Static B-Boys, and now we got StaticFlo. Get it?
Yeah.
Got it. So, I mean, like, what's the plans? Like, how you gonna do this?
To be honest with you, I'm more of a energy type of person. Like, I move with energies. Like, if I gotta be there, if I gotta do this, I do it. Do you understand? So every day it's a hustle. Every day when I walk out where I stay, it's like, okay, what's next?
Yeah.
Let everything that I do in that particular day matter. Do you understand? So when I step out, it has to matter. So basically, I won't say that I have a strategy. I don't have one. Is that bad? Is that good? Is that bad? I don't want to reveal much, but basically I want to connect.
Yeah.
I want to connect. I want to
Networking,
network.
right? Yeah.
Yes. I want to
Yeah.
network, obviously, with the big shots in the industry and also be known. They must know that StaticFlo is around. They must know that StaticFlo is a rapper, and this is who StaticFlo is.
Yeah, I mean, what's gonna be the approach? What's gonna be the approach? Are you gonna walk up to someone and be like, "Yo, Switch, I'm StaticFlo," and I'll be like, "Great,"
Yeah,
and
then- So I'm just obviously working on a whole lot of content.
Right.
I'm working on a lot of content. I want to put myself on socials.
Right.
I want to utilize this TikToks. I want to utilize.
Yo, I'm up in that TikTok,
You
man.
know, I want to utilize.
I'm up in
the
that
Insta,
TikTok.
because obviously now TikTok is the thing. It's the in thing. So hence I'm saying that I'm more about energies. I'm more about, okay, what works?
Yeah.
Let me hop on that. What doesn't work? Let me leave that. But the main thing is I want to be in those places where I'm able to network and to connect.
Are you gonna start a woman in hip hop in Joburg?
Oh, it's funny you say that.
I'm a comedian now.
People in Joburg have been wanting women in hip hop because
Wow.
obviously I'm currently residing in like the heart of the arts in Maboneng.
Yeah.
So I've been performing a lot around that area and obviously your Bram area. Fortunately for me, I've had a whole lot of people speak to me on socials and like, do you want to hop on this? Do you want to do this? So I don't want to lie. Joburg experience since January has been nothing but a blessing.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, like, yo, how's the shows going?
It's dope.
Because you need to pay rent, right? So I mean, like, you get into Joburg and it's like, yo, Jan is not like the best month, but I mean, obviously you made some plans. I'm sure you made that plan to make sure.
Yes, fortunately for me, I've
got
got a
6
9
months.
to 5 though.
Oh, you're working. All
Got
right.
a 9 to 5, and that is something that is not easy.
Okay.
Yeah, for
So
some-
she took some time off. She took daily, leave.
I had to.
She took leave for this interview, just showing you how committed she is. You know what I mean?
You got to do what you
You're
have
not
to
the
do. You
only
have to
one
make
though.
some sacrifices,
You're not the
you
only
know?
one. We had Devon J as well. He took leave on his day, to come in and do this interview. So shout out to the artists making some time, showing how serious they are. And we shoot this in the week. If we could shoot on weekends, it's a bit difficult because people got shows and they're not gonna wake up early. So rather do it in the week. You know what I mean? So you're working a 9 to 5.
I work in a 9 to 5, and this question or whatever, what the topic that we're on now with the
Yeah.
9 to 5 is quite hectic. Because I literally just get offs on like every second Saturday and
Damn.
every Sunday. So during the week, I'm at work. Now,
And when you say every second Saturday, that means you're working like 6 times a week. Damn.
but StaticFlo is out there doing shows during the week. It might be 4 nights in the week. I have a
Right.
show to attend.
After
I'm
work,
on
right?
the lineup for real.
Damn.
Sometimes I sleep at 2 a.m. at 3 a.m. But then I wake up 8 a.m. I have to be at work.
And the grind continues.
It continues. 'Cause,
Right.
Yeah, as you mentioned, I gotta pay rent. I gotta
So
do all
I mean,
these
so
things.
you've got Woman in Hip Hop. You got the label, right? That's Temple of Skills, right? And I mean, like, we've got now 9 to 5. So that's like 3 things before the 9 to 5, and then of course anything else coming.
And the dope thing is that, okay, this is a nice part. I managed to set up my own studio, so I get to record at home. So
Yeah.
So,
Yo,
yeah.
I got my own claps up in here. You know what I mean? Let's clap for the ladies one time. You know what I mean?
So it's
Damn.
gonna make it easy for me, knowing the fact that I'm always at work, knowing the fact that it's not so easy for me to move around.
Yeah.
And the hustle is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. At
Right.
least then I know when I wake up I can just do that.
When do you know that you've arrived in this industry?
For me, I would say I'm such a humble person. Like, for me, it's never enough. Like, one would say you've had a couple of achievements, you should be proud of yourself, you should pat yourself on the back and whatnot.
Yeah.
But for me, it's always like, okay, I've done this, but then what's next?
Right.
Do you understand what I'm saying? So
The innovation, right?
So I think when that particular time arrives, then I think I'm gonna know then. But for now, it's always like, okay, reset, reboot. Let's go
Yo,
to the next
you know,
one.
and that's why, you know, every year come January, you know, you gotta sit down, you gotta plan, you gotta have a master plan, and that's what it's gonna be every year. You know, like put me on Switch is not something I started just this year. I've been working on it since 2019, and then it was called, it was called Street 16s. And you know, I just want to go around, get bars, and you know, get raps and stuff like that because this is just it's just the art form and it's just the skill. We just want to see it, want to see it. You know, it's part of like whatever's happening and the storytelling that comes with it. You know what I mean? By the way, you know, we know what time it is. It's gonna be that time a little later on. You know, but you also got your music videos out online, and I know you've also worked with producer MBZ, right?
That's right.
That's your guy,
Shout
right?
out to MBZ.
Yo,
Yeah.
he's been putting in work. He's like working with a lot of people. You know, I always see you, bro. I'm getting your emails. You know, listen to the artist that's coming out, and you've been in this thing for like over 10 years. You know, like when is it gonna be like, okay, no, I'm done now. I'll throw in the towel.
You know what? Hip hop, like with me,
Yeah.
I think StaticFlo will always be hip hop. Like, as I'm mentioning, I'm shifting now from being like your rapper. Okay, before that, I was a dancer. I was
Okay.
part of a dance crew called
Yo.
Beat. Anyway.
Yo, what
so
kind of
now-
dance? What kind of dance? Your booty hopping or what?
No, definitely not. Hey,
Twerking?
No. I was straight up, okay. I was straight up a crumper. I used to crump.
Hey,
I
you know,
used to- I was good
I'm
with
a-
the footwork.
I'm about to be my b-boy stance right now because you know it's always been a battle between the crumpers and the
B-boying
b-boys.
Yo, I tried b-boying as well. Like, I was there.
So you were up in the angry like, ooh, dun-dun-dun, 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 ah, bite your cap
Crumb
and
eyes,
you know,
yo,
yo,
tight eyes and
dun-dun-dun,
whatever,
dun-dun-dun, yo. You know, I was scared of crumpers, man. They hurt themselves more than b-boys do. Yo, penny drop there. What's a coin drop, right? That was the move, right? You bust your
You bust your knee.
You
For
bust
what?
your knee,
For
yo.
what?
Then you got the ape stance, and you know, dun-dun-dun,
It was
dun-dun-dun,
exciting.
dun.
It was exciting time. So then I moved from that. I became a rapper. Now, obviously, now I have something like Women in Hip Hop
Yeah.
happening. So I think it's always going to circulate around
Yeah,
hip hop.
I mean, have you
know?
looked at your progress, like how you've evolved? You know, like coming from a dancer now to being a rapper, but also like you know how far hip hop has taken you. Like how much have you? And obviously, you know, doing Women in Hip Hop, you're appreciating what hip hop has done for you. So you're giving back, right? Have you ever looked back and thought like, what if I didn't start dancing? What would you be doing today?
Okay, so I would have been a fashion designer, but ish, I'm still
Yeah,
slightly there because I used to
you're
skate.
doing it right now.
Exactly. So I think I'm just living my dreams because, growing up, everyone thought I was going to be a fashion designer because I used to sketch a lot. It fascinated me. I mean, even with
Yeah.
the label Don Hoodies, I sketch. Then my partner does the clothing. So it's just one of those things. I would have been a fashion designer.
Okay.
For real.
Okay. And then, so where can we get this clothing?
All right, so you can follow at donhoodies_ZA. That's where you can get it. Or you can obviously hit me up. Then I will hook you up with the clothing, you know. So we do hoodies mainly. So it's mainly like a hip-hop kind of gear.
Right.
We do jeans, T-shirt printing, obviously with the different techniques and whatnot. It's just, yeah.
And tell me about this design, because you know I'm feeling it, man. Like you got this like
got the buckles,
T-shirt,
yeah,
and then
look at this.
yeah, you got the
Yeah.
buckles going, but it's like half T-shirt, half sweater, and it's like you know what inspired it.
So basically with this, it just represents me. It has StaticFlo here. StaticFlo Music is a brand. Table of Skills, the company, and then obviously you can't see the back. But with this, it's just basically saying what StaticFlo is all about. It's just
Yeah.
a mixture of everything, you know. Obviously me being cultural as well. That's why
Right.
we have the prints and whatnot. Yeah.
All right, make sure you check it out, right? Check out
And
hit,
it's Don Hoodies.
all right, at Don Hoodies. That's on Instagram.
Yes.
All right, at Don Hoodies. That's Don, right?
You see, Don there, that is Don Blue.
Don Blue, but
That is an artist, my producer, sound
Okay.
engineer, and all
Shout
that.
out to-
Shout out to Don Blue.
he's up in the building. He's up in the building. So we got audience, you know, at the background. Shout out to him. All right, so we're gonna get into one of your music videos, which you sent me through, and this is the one we're gonna check out. I love the way it starts, and then all of a sudden, it's just you rapping out here, right? So let's check it out. You on YouTube as well.
Yes, I'm on YouTube, all digital platforms, guys. Like search StaticFlo. Yeah, you're gonna get all my music there.
All right, so we're checking out this video. It's called Thursday, it's a Thursday. It's the it's a Thursday. You know what I mean? All right, what inspired this joint?
Oh, this is a party song. I mean, after a hard week,
Hey.
reach Thursday. You're like,
Hey,
hey,
Kav,
the
you in the
weekend is gonna start.
Kav in the ball pit out there. Back on your TV, we had one of those. We jump in there and play there. So you're like acting like a kid out here.
Yes, party vibes.
Party vibes, right? Is it difficult to make party songs? Because you know people like they think like the only way you're gonna kill it is by making party songs. Because that also goes to radio. And I love the way you switch it up here. You on the hook it's party vibes, but you're bringing them raps because
Straight
you just
up raps.
because
I'm a
you just
rapper.
you're a rapper. You represent hard out here. And I love that you up in here with your with your gear. In the club out there
my
with
girls
with your
at the
girls up in there.
side.
Shout out girls.
Woman in hip hop.
Hey, woman in hip hop. Did you shoot this in PE?
Yes, that is in P.
Alright.
And the person that directed this, shout out to AZSA. He's really dope. He's also a rapper, a director. He does a lot of things. But shout out to him for pulling this through for me.
Yeah, I mean it's not easy shooting music videos. What was the concept behind this? Apart from it being a party, you're in the ball pit, having fun out there,
You see, with this, it was basically a matter of, hey, we had a jumping castle in the house.
Oh, okay.
There was a party the previous week, so
Yeah.
we were like, let's pull that up. Do this at home. It was basically around the area where I stay. So there was no strict concept. It was a matter of bring it.
Yeah. And
Bring
let's talk.
it and let it be quality, let it be dope, let people know who StaticFlo is
Right.
more than anything else.
And Thursday. Is
Yeah.
this for them boys being thirsty?
No.
Or y'all thirst trapping
As I
them?
mentioned, it was
Y'all trapping us out here. I see y'all thirst trapping
just
us.
relaxing at the end of the week and let the party begin. Let the party obviously start. Let the weekend begin after a hard
Yeah.
week. So that's what Thursday is all about. It's all about bars and it's all about feeling good and all of that.
Hey, I love it though. You said who's on production here?
As you say.
AZSA. All right, so make sure you check that out on YouTube. You can follow it actually at its Static Makes Sense, right?
Yeah, on YouTube it's StaticFlo makes sense.
StaticFlo Makes Sense. Check out on YouTube. That's Thursday. And that's what we do. Make sure you like, subscribe, give us a comment. Make sure you follow us on all our social media. Put me on Switch on Instagram as you can follow us, and of course right here on the channel. That's at djswitch SA. So you know me, man. I know you're a rapper, but you know me. If you say you rap, I want to see you come through.
It's that time.
And it's that time, you know what I mean? It is that time. So yeah, man, that's your latest music video, right?
Yes, that's the latest music
Yeah,
video.
all right. Any coming up this year?
We're shooting a music video called The Queen of the East.
Okay.
It's quite a dope song. The response to that song.
So why ain't we got it? Why don't we got it yet?
We don't have the music video.
Yeah, I mean the
but
song though
the
at
song
least.
is there. The Queen of the East is there on all
All right.
digital platforms.
Oh, so that's there.
It's there.
Okay,
The Queen
my
of
bad.
The East. The response has been mad in Joburg, I won't lie.
Okay.
Literally, you're performing for the first time and people are already singing along to the hook.
So
Like,
let's hear the first verse. Let's hear the verse from it at least. That's not the freestyle, but let's hear the verse at least from it, before we get into the freestyle.
Don't you want to play it?
Nah, cause I don't got it.
You can search for it. It's there.
You want to give me a job right now? Or you want to give me a job right now? All right, we'll check it out. But in actual fact, what I'll do is I'll play it in the beginning of the show and I'll play it at the end of the show, right? So you would have heard it in the beginning of the show when this goes live, right? It's called Queen of the East.
The Queen of the
The
East.
Queen of the East. Wear your crown, ladies. Wear your crown. But it's about that time. And we just got a brand new DJ pack. And it's none other than, from the Kids Next Door. Right, these guys are super, super, super dope. We had Correction Beats, Shani J, and on production this month we've got none other than the Kids Next Door. Yo, this pack is dangerous. They gave me a super, super dope pack, and I know you're gonna love it. But yo, man, you ready to rock this?
Ish, let's do this. Let's do this.
Let me introduce
It's
you.
the switch up,
It's
baby.
StaticFlo, and we're gonna get into this right now. Are we
Wait.
live in the
It's
headsets?
the kids next door.
Hey, let's go. It's the Mixtape King, Kids Next Door. Hey, yeah, don't take your time, man. Don't take your time out here.
Okay.
Let's go.
Hey. Yo, you keep going back and forth like a door, up and down like a door handle. I trust that she can handle energy, but it in my business, so please don't be invaded. Skills like Kung Fu Master, drum kick, and rapping stuff that no drink, soft drink. If you clear a throat off the reverse like G1, you be at the altar taking commander shots. My verse is commanding, I'm calling the shots.
Yes, man.
You deserve better, man. I hope you start to comprehend. Lowest prices, but not shop right. Better be getting my money right. Better be killing the beat, no doubt. Doing the dirty things outside. He has my back, no order, man. Daily bread, no order, bread. Gender equality. StaticFlo, the queen of the east. It is what it is, y'all.
Hey, come on now, come on now. There we go. StaticFlo on that Kids Next Door beat. Shoo, shoo. Are you feeling that beat?
That's dope.
I felt that verse was actually from Queen of the East.
No.
Oh, is it?
Totally not.
Totally not?
Totally
Oh
not.
my goodness, man. Yo,
But I
come
gotta
on.
chip Queen of the East there, here and there.
All right.
No.
Shout out to my boys, the Kids Next Door. This beat is too fire, man. Shoo. Make sure you check them out on all social medias. Produced by KND. Yeah, man. Yo, let's talk about your styles, right? I mean, right now, what is the vibe? What is the music that's really, triggering you right now?
Yo, okay, StaticFlo is straight up a boom bap artist.
And that's what's up, man.
That's how I started. But obviously now there's a different sounds coming through,
Yeah.
different producers.
Yeah.
Shout out to the youngins pushing. I mean, they are really, really dope.
Yeah.
So the style I'm pushing right now is not that boom bap anymore. Am I a sellout?
Yeah.
I'm not a sellout. But it's
No
not
one's
that-
okay. Let's get this straight. If you're a trapper, you're a boom bapper, you're I don't know what, right? But you could even be a punk hip hopper, right? You're part of hip hop. And that's what it is. I mean, people always feel like, switches always want to come with this hardcore stuff. I just
boxing yourself.
yeah, I mean, for me, I love all different types of sounds. I'm also a boom bapper. I love boom bap music. That's what got me started. That's what really got me to love this thing called hip hop. You understand?
Sure.
And when the evolution comes, I mean, I've been paying my dues. I paid my time being out here, and when the evolution takes over, you gotta adapt to certain things. I mean, yeah, we're now in the piano phase, and we've got I would say, and shout out to Shampuro Mokenzo. He's got this whole trap piano vibe, which is the crossover with pulling in ilok drum on hip hop beats, and it just changes all that kind of stuff. I mean, so that's what I'm saying. You can still be a boom bapper on piano joints or that trap piano vibes or trap music.
Funny enough, you say. Listen, the whole piano thing is it's beautiful. I don't wanna lie.
It's unbelievable. It's given
godly.
new artists a chance to travel, a chance to express themselves best they know how. You know what I mean? Because I mean, some people feel like if they didn't make it in hip hop and now they getting fed in Amapiano, then okay, cool. Maybe you were just a better Amapiano artist.
Do you?
Just be
I
yourself,
also
be
have
you.
a piano song, by the way. It's called Rain. It's also on digital.
Yo.
I'm there with the bars on the piano.
Really?
For real. It's called Rain. It's also on
So you're gonna
old
change your
digital.
name like Reason?
No.
It'll
I'm
still be
sticking to StaticFlo.
You're not gonna be like Duracell.
Not funny.
He's with alkaline, alkaline batteries.
No, shout out to him. I mean,
No,
do
he's-
you at the end of the day. I mean, that's
Yeah.
what matters. And if you're good at what you do, you're good at what you do. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
whether they put you here or there. If you kill it, you kill it.
Do you ghostwrite for anyone?
Do I go?
Ghostwrite.
No.
You don't?
I've been approached, but not yet.
Because I mean, your flow, just on that freestyle, your flow was nice. And I mean, it's so easy for you to adapt to, let's give you some claps out there, man. Damn, come on, man. We got to give you some claps out here. We don't got the sound bar thing called the Roadcaster for nothing. Shout out to M Studios out here. By the way, you saw the studios. If you want to come and get some recording time, all you got to do is go down to Old Mutual, open yourself a money savings account, and just deposit $100. Make sure you go online, book your time out here. That's 2 hours, and get yourself some free studio time. You know what I mean? As long as you open up an account. Shout out to Old Mutual and shout out to M Studios. It's going down here out in Newtown Junction. I mean, when I speak about artists jumping onto these kind of beats, I mean, it should be natural for you to do so. You know what I mean? Even if you're a trapper, I mean, you can make a boom bap trap song. You know, we had some peeps out here that choked on the show, and yeah, you don't know it's still coming. You know what I mean? Well, you're probably gonna see it, and they choked on the show, and it's like. What's been your moment? I mean, for me, it's like, hey, man, whatever happens, happens. You got to go back to the drawing board. You got to go back, put your pen to your paper, and just be better. You know what I mean? I mean, after you choke once, you can't just give up.
And
I mean,
you're
it's
like,
happened,
no,
you
it's
know.
over.
It's happened where I messed up on DJ sets, but it didn't, stop me from continuing. You know what I mean? What's been the worst performance you've ever had?
Ish, I would say, I don't want to say the word sabotage, but
Yo, man, I got
Like,
I got
I-
thrown with a beer can once.
For real?
Yeah. Some
my
hated
gosh.
DJs, but we're good now.
like you,
We're good.
you might have yourself, because I know what I'm about. Like,
Yeah.
I know, put me anyway, I'm there, guys. Put me anyway. StaticFlo is just solid. But now, you always need to have your own DJ. That's what I've learned here in Joburg. Have your own DJ.
Yo, shout out to Don.
Hey.
Is Don your DJ?
No, he's not a DJ. Leave Don. He's a sound engineer and
Yeah, most of the time those guys
yeah,
are
he's a
DJs.
producer, but he got me, you know.
All right.
So it's one of those things we're working on a lot.
Okay.
So he's one of the people that I'll be working with.
Right.
But just to quickly go back, you need to have your own DJ when you're performing. You can't.
Yeah, well,
rely-
how can you be like, yo, let me press play?
Yes.
Yo, 1 2 1
And the
2.
person
What
does
is
whatever
this?
in the background, and you're out there. You're out there trying to perform, and the person is
Yeah.
not even playing your song in the back. Like, no
Hey,
way.
well, they
So
don't know.
that was
They don't know the playlist, right?
You know, so that's one of the things that I've learned ever since I got here. Like, yo, get yourself a DJ, have yourself a proper set. You know,
Yeah.
have someone that you're gonna obviously rehearse with and whatever.
Yeah.
You can't just jump on and live in the moment. You're gonna be sabotaged, and you're gonna at the end of the day you're gonna be like, yo, I messed up.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
I mean, just to elaborate on that, I mean, get someone that you vibe with. I've been DJs. I've been a DJ for certain artists in the country, and you gotta have some sort of level of like connection. And they must be able to like really feel your music as well, because they also want to go out there and do their job as a DJ, vibe and make sure that the artist has a great performance experience. Because if you just have some brew lady just pressing play like this and then
Track 1, track 2.
track 2 and just not vibing. By the way, you should actually go back to Women in Hip Hop and get yourself a female DJ out of your organization.
Shout out to Miss J.
Oh, is that it? See,
Miss J is a part, but she's in Port Elizabeth.
oh,
Miss
you got to
J
get
is-
her up here,
Yes, she's
You
a
got to
good
get
friend
a
of
job
mine.
too.
She's coming through for what we're currently trying to plan a build up for women in hip hop here in Joburg. So Joburg Invasion.
Yo.
So she's coming through for that. So shout out to Miss J. She's
Yeah.
a partner of Women in Hip Hop. She's a female DJ, really dope.
Okay, so she's
So
actually your partner.
She's a partner for Women in Hip Hop. So
Yo,
what
man,
I-
shout out to yo, man. Women in Hip Hop out here.
So
Yo,
we try
shout
to
out.
collaborate with different artists. So she's one of the people that I first collaborated with.
Okay.
Shout out to her,
Yeah, man. So that is Miss J.
Miss J. Yes.
Miss J, we'll see you at Women in Hip Hop in Joburg. We're gonna see you out here, and we'll get you on the show. I'm trying to get DJs onto the show.
For real.
Yeah, but we want to
That's what
set
would
it.
come through tomorrow if you jump.
We want to try and set it up so we can, have some basic skills. Just go through some of the elements that we have.
Sure.
And I got you. We're gonna get that going. But StaticFlo, we can get you on all social media platforms
Yes,
at
that's correct.
StaticFlo.
Yeah, follow me, guys. You need to. I need the numbers. Follow me, okay? At
Yo.
static_flow.
At static_flow. Yo,
Yes.
make sure you follow her. Yo, trust me, on TikTok, you get followers like this.
Nah?
Yeah, trust me.
We're coming.
And
We're
you don't even
coming.
have to do them dances and stuff. You can just express yourself. You can speak about women in hip hop out there. You can speak about, Temple of Skills. You can do that.
So I can pull through with my own content.
Yeah, that's what it's about. That's what it's about, Are you producing some content that we should look out for?
Well, I'm currently working on my next project.
Okay.
It's supposed to be released. You know how we are. We drop dates and we. But anyway.
Yeah.
You know how it is. But anyway, that's what I'm working on. The project is called The Queen of the East. The single I was talking about is obviously found there.
And of course, the piano track, yeah?
That is correct. And then, let's just put that there. And also, I do have a project that is out called The Completion, which has
Yeah.
15 solid tracks.
Okay.
It's on all digital platforms as well. But now, obviously, I'm working on The Queen of the East right now and
Yeah.
making sure that I drop that. And also, Women in Hip Hop in August and The Queen of the East music video. So those are the things that I'm working on this year.
Who's killing it in PE besides you? Okay, StaticFlo. StaticFlo. StaticFlo.
I mean, like, hey, the evidence is there, the proof is there. What can I say? Like, seriously.
Yo, Kim, you listen to this girl. She ain't putting any other people on out here. You know, she don't want to mention no names. It's only StaticFlo
Guys,
today. You know what I mean?
It's a StaticFlo day, guys.
Yo, man,
I'm
put
the
me
one
on
killing
Switch. That's
right?
it. All right. Also, make sure you like our playlist on Spotify. Put me on Switch. We're gonna put your songs on there. We're gonna put two of those joints. You know, obviously Queen of the East. We're gonna all the new stuffs. You know, I'll ask you which one. Yeah, we're gonna put it on the playlist. Make sure you like it out there, and we're just gonna get some people some plays. You know, some rotation, because I find that some people struggle to get onto Spotify playlists. So we're gonna design our own. You know, Spotify playlist, iTunes playlist, whatever playlist. You know, people struggle to get out there, but we've got one. It's the Put Me on Switch playlist out on Spotify. Make sure you go there, like it, and we're gonna be putting all that on rotation. So yeah, man, everything is happening out here, and of course something that's coming through, which is Shoot Your Shot. This is for up and coming artists. We're gonna design some performance platform, and they're gonna get to shoot their shot so they can make it onto the podcast. Right? Don't you think it's a dope idea?
It's dope. It's actually very dope.
It's different, right? So, just like you come to Joburg, but if you're in PE, and you want to get to Joburg and at least you're looking for a spot to perform, you gotta at least show me you gotta convince me.
For real.
Like why you need to be on that stage, or why you need to be right here, because people are boxing, man. They're fighting hard to get onto these platforms. Like I said, shout out to Podcast and Chill. Shout out to the masterclass hosted by Rashid and OG. People want to be on these platforms, but this is gonna be the easy one. The other ones you gotta get a lot of clout, or at least something happening around you. And I mean, like, how do you feel about that? Do you think that you gotta have clout around you in order to get on some of those podcasts, or at least some platform?
Not. Hey,
Do you chase clout?
not really.
Not really. Yeah, you looked like them humble types. I see you.
Hey, I think I'm too humble, right?
Yeah, but do you need to?
I need to switch it up. Okay.
You know what I mean? I mean, do you need to be how can I say, extra in order to get that attention you need?
I feel people are being hella extra and it's working for them. But
But it doesn't work for everybody,
yes,
right?
I was about to say, what
Yeah.
might work for you might not work for me.
Right,
You get what I'm
100%.
saying? I can't just act it up or switch it up or change here and there because
Yeah.
I'm seeing that the next person is benefiting from that.
Right.
Do you understand? But yeah, just be organic.
That's what's up. That's what's up. We're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna call it time out. And thank you so much for coming through. Make sure you check out Women of Hip Hop, and of course Temple of Skills. Where can they get the gear? Once again.
All right, they can just contact me. Socials, DM me, I'll hook you up, or you can go search Don Hoodies _ Zeddy on Instagram. We can hook you up. All of that.
That's what's up. And make sure you check out 1430. You can actually get that online. By the way, that's good tasting vodka. No, you can't take a bottle home, but make sure you check it out. Shout out to 1430 in the building. It's a good tasting vodka. They even got like a spritzer out there, so I'm putting you on right now. You know what I mean? And the cool thing is, when people jump onto the show, it's not about me putting people on, but it's also like the artists putting us on of what's happening out there, what's going on. It's dope to see. You've got organizations, helping other people. You've got your clothing label. You've got the music, and you still got your 9 to 5. But man.
9 to 5 used to go.
Yo, make sure you tune in next week. Make sure you like and subscribe. And it is your boy, the mixtape king, DJ Switch, in the place to be. And of course, StaticFlo. We out.
Queen of the East.